What's up, wrestling fans? You're watching Fight Talks News, the one-stop spot for every WWE headline and showdown. Subscribe now and ring that bell. Let's get started. Are you kidding me right now? WWE has just pulled off one of the most shocking twists of the year. Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns reforming the Shield after everything that's gone down between them. But before anyone starts celebrating, let's make one thing clear. This isn't the brotherhood you remember from 2012. This is a dark, twisted, manipulative version of the Shield built on lies, control, and survival. Because as new reports and leaks suggest, this entire reunion was Roman Reigns' plan from the beginning. What looked like redemption might just be Roman's greatest act of manipulation yet. The Vision's brutal attack on Seth Rollins. It all started on Monday Night Raw. Seth Rollins, finally finding his rhythm again after weeks of torment, had just picked up a clean win. The crowd was behind him, the energy was high, and then the mood shifted. Braun Breaker's music hit. Accompanied by Paul Heyman, Breaker made his intentions clear. The Vision was done playing games. "You've interfered with our business for too long," he said. And before Seth could even respond, the ambush began. Bronson Reed reappeared despite being ousted from the Vision. Brock Lesnar's music hit next, and suddenly, Seth was trapped in a nightmare. Three heavy hitters, Breaker, Reed, and Lesnar, surrounded him as Heyman declared, "Business is business." What followed was a 5-minute demolition. F5 from Brock, spear from Breaker, tsunami splash from Bronson Reed. The crowd fell silent as Seth lay motionless in the ring. It wasn't a wrestling segment anymore. It was a statement. The Vision had destroyed Seth Rollins physically and psychologically. The unexpected arrival of Roman Reigns. With Seth stretchered out, the show seemed over, but then an SUV with tinted windows pulled up backstage. The crowd reaction exploded when Roman Reigns stepped out. The tribal chief, absent for weeks, was suddenly back, moving with purpose toward the medical room where Seth was being treated. Cameras followed from a distance, catching the moment Roman entered the room. What happened next wasn't supposed to be broadcast, but a hot mic picked up fragments of their conversation, and it changed everything. The private conversation that changed WWE forever. Roman's tone was calm, eerily calm. "Seth, I know you probably don't want to see me right now," he began, "and you're right to hate me. I planned to betray you after we dealt with the Vision. Everything you suspected? It's true, Seth, injured and furious, managed to respond. Then why are you here? To gloat?" But Roman's next words flipped the entire story. "No," he said quietly. "I just watched 3 men do to you what I did to you years ago when I broke up the Shield. And it made me realize something. The Shield was never about me or you or Dean individually. It was about what we represented together. Right now, you can't survive this war alone. You need the Shield, and so do I." The proposal, a dangerous alliance. Roman then made his offer, reform the Shield. Not as brothers, not as friends, but as a temporary alliance to destroy the Vision. He didn't sugarcoat it. "You shouldn't trust me," he admitted. "You should assume I'll betray you again. But right now, you don't have a choice. You're broken, you're outnumbered, and I can give you what you need: survival." Seth stared at him for a long time before responding. "Fine. We reformed the Shield. But when you betray me, and you will, I'll be ready. I'm not the same kid from 2014. Roman smirked. "That's exactly what I wanted to hear. Because a Shield built on distrust is more dangerous than one built on blind loyalty." And just like that, the unthinkable happened. The most toxic partnership in WWE history was reborn. The Shield returns to Raw moments later as the Vision celebrated in the ring. The lights went out. Total darkness. Then a single spotlight illuminated the stage. Roman Reigns walked out, and beside him, limping but defiant, was Seth Rollins. The crowd erupted. "Shield! Shield! Shield!" Chants filled the arena. The two men wore updated versions of their classic tactical gear, walking side by side like warriors who understood they were entering a temporary truce. They stepped into the ring as the Vision backed away. Heyman's smirk disappeared. Roman took the mic first. "You thought you could destroy Seth Rollins? You thought you could break him? All you did was remind him, and me, why the Shield exists. We are the answer to factions built on fear, and now we're coming for you." Seth took over, his voice hoarse but burning with intensity. "The Vision tried to end me, but you only made me stronger. The Shield isn't about friendship anymore. It's about revenge. And we're going to take everything from you. Your power, your pride, your dominance." Roman ended the promo with a challenge. At the next premium live event, Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins versus any two members of the Vision. Pick whoever you want. We'll show you the difference between fear and survival. The crowd lost its mind. Fans were in disbelief, part excitement, part confusion. The Shield, the faction that defined an era, was back. But this time it wasn't about loyalty or justice. It was about necessity. Roman and Seth weren't allies out of love. They were partners out of desperation. And that's what made it so compelling. Backstage, the truth behind the reunion. After the cameras stopped rolling, WWE released backstage footage showing Roman and Seth still together, cooling off after the segment. Their exchange was raw and real. Seth asked, "So when are you planning to betray me this time?" Roman smirked. "After we take out the Vision. Maybe at WrestleMania. Maybe sooner. I'm not hiding it." Seth scoffed. "You're insane." "You know this partnership is doomed," Roman replied coldly. "That's what makes it work. A paranoid Shield is a dangerous Shield." It was chilling honesty. Two men who know betrayal is inevitable, but choose to team up anyway because they both need each other right now. A twisted evolution of the Shield. This isn't nostalgia. It's not about reliving 2012. It's about evolution. Two men who have been burned by the business now weaponizing that pain. This version of the Shield isn't about justice. It's about control, revenge, and survival. Roman is using Seth's vulnerability to rebuild his empire. Seth is using Roman's resources to destroy the Vision. Both are playing a dangerous game, and when the dust settles, only one will walk away intact. The fans are divided. The WWE Universe is split down the middle. Some fans are calling this the most brilliant storytelling WWE has done in years, while others think it tarnishes the Shield's legacy. But one thing everyone agrees on: it's compelling television. Watching Roman and Seth work together while knowing betrayal is inevitable adds an incredible layer of tension. Every glance, every tag, every save in the ring will have fans asking, is this the moment one turns on the other? What comes next? The next chapter writes itself, Roman and Seth versus the Vision at the upcoming Premium Live event. Whether they win or lose, the real story is the ticking clock on their partnership. How long before the inevitable betrayal? Will Roman strike first, as always? Or has Seth finally learned enough from his past to outsmart the tribal chief, the darkest Shield? Yet this new version of the Shield isn't built on brotherhood. It's built on mutual manipulation and brutal honesty. Roman Reigns orchestrated Seth's downfall to rebuild his dominance. Seth Rollins accepted the trap because he has no other choice. Together they form something dangerous, a Shield with nothing left to lose. The Vision thought they destroyed Seth Rollins. Instead, they created the most unpredictable alliance in WWE. The Hounds of Justice are back, but this time they're hunting each other just as much as they're hunting their enemies. And that's what makes this story so terrifyingly good.